This is the most powerful visualization technique you can ever have to manifest what you want. And I'm not just saying it because it's clickbait. No, I'm saying this because I've tried this in my life and it worked again and again and again in exact precision. So if you're looking for a visualization technique that can help you manifest what you want easier, faster, and it feels effortless, stick through this video and I'll share with you what it is with real life examples. Let's get to it. But before we get to the video, let me introduce myself. My name is Nitesh Gyanchandani. I'm a mindset coach and I help you get from where you are to that next level you by shifting your mindset, because your mindset creates your reality. So what is this technique? I learned this technique from a man called Joseph Ally. I'm really grateful to him for sharing that video, and I saw that video that he shared, and I'm going to share the link to that video in the description box below. So in this technique, and I've applied it in my own life, and I've achieved tremendous results with it again and again and again, because just like A, B, and C, just like 1, 2, and 3, even the universe has a formula. If you can follow the formula, if you can find the right strategy and you work with it, you can get whatever you want with exact precision. And this cannot fail. So I'm going to be sharing with you what the technique is. And after that, I'm going to be sharing with you real life examples that I've had in my life in 3 different areas. Area number 1 is health. Area number 2 is relationship with an SP. And area number 3 is money. Let's get to it. So in this technique, you gotta create a scene implying that what you want is already fulfilled. Let me repeat that. You got to create a scene implying what you want is already fulfilled. So you transcend your current situation, you jump above it, and you go straight to the end, creating a scene implying it's already done. This comes from Neville Goddard's quote that said that you are already what you want to be, and your refusal to believe it is the only reason you do not see it. So for you to be able to believe you already are that person, you gotta create a scene implying its fruition. This is also mentioned in Mark 11:24. Therefore, whatsoever things ye ask for in prayer, believe you already receive it, and it will be yours. It's the same thing. You gotta create a scene implying that what you want is already yours. I'll give you an example. If you want to manifest a car, instead of looking at the car from third person, what scene would imply that that car is already yours? For example, you gotta sit inside the car and you're driving it. Or you're holding the car keys with you. Or for example, you wake up in the morning and you see the car keys hanging there in the place where you usually keep your keys. So you gotta create a scene implying it's already done, and you gotta see it from first person, not from third person. You gotta see it from you living inside your body and not living from someone else's body, seeing it from third person. Now let me give you some few examples of how it has worked for me in the past. Example number 1 is health. So there was this one point of time where I actually went to a small village in Indonesia. I spent a lot of my time in Indonesia and in Singapore. I was born in Indonesia and I have an office in Singapore. So there was this one time I visited a village in Indonesia, and that was during the early COVID days. Imagine this. I was in a village. The nearest hospital was about 3 to 4 kilometers from there. And at about 2 or 3 a.m. in the morning, I felt like I had the symptoms and I was going to die. It was so bad. It was so bad. There was nobody else who was there to pick up my call, and I could not go to the hospital because it was really far. Now, a little disclaimer here. I'm just sharing with you my own personal experience and what worked for me. Please consult medical professionals if you have to, and please do what is right for you. So what I did was, I remember this technique and I asked myself, what would I have to do in order to make myself believe I already am healed? I gotta create a scene implying that I already am healed. So what did I do? I created a scene as if I woke up in the morning, I felt fresh, I brushed my teeth, wore my clothes, took shower, and then had my breakfast, and I went to work without any problems, like as if the sickness never happened. That was what the scene that I created, and I see it through first person. So I am telling the universe, I am putting myself in the vibration of already being healthy, because the scene that I'm seeing in my head is I already am healthy, as if there's nothing happening at night. So because I was able to see it, suddenly a lot of my symptoms just disappeared. I went to sleep. I woke up in the morning like what I imagined, fresh, healthy, and I went to work. After 2 days, I got back to the city as if nothing has ever happened. I tested for COVID. I tested negative. I tested for I got a full body checkup. Doctor said, you're good, you're healthy, blood pressure is healthy, everything is good, as if nothing has happened. So that is example number 1. Example number 2 is with my SP. So there was this one time I met my now girlfriend. I met her at a yacht party. It was a yacht party that was made for some of our friends. And when I actually came to the yacht party, I had no intention to be in a relationship. I was happily single and I was enjoying my life, So there was this one lady who was so beautiful, so amazing, so pretty. She has the most amazing smile I've ever seen in my life. But the problem was, she was 7 years elder to me, already met, she's a divorcee, already had 3 kids. So that is something that is almost impossible, because I'm 27 years old and she's 34 years old, but I was in love with her. So I wanted to try this technique and see if it works. So what I did was, I created a scene implying it's already done. What was the scene that I did? I created a scene as if she sent me a WhatsApp message telling me that she loves me. That's it. A WhatsApp message from her telling me that she loves me. And I just focused on that scene and I lived in the end. I surrendered to that state. See, if you're already creating that scene and you're implying that it's already done, you won't imagine other scene. You won't really look at your 3D and you won't really focus on whether or not she has messaged you. No, you go straight to the end and you focus fully on that scene. And as it happened, after 2 days, she messaged me. She said, hey, it was nice to meet you and everything. And then we started talking, and today we're dating. And apparently she told me that she loved me the moment she saw me as well. It worked. We are dating right now as per this video is taken, and it's just amazing. We are defying the odds. She's 7 years elder to me, but we are dating and the relationship is going beautiful. So that is how I manifested my SP. Now money. Example number 3. So there was this one point of time, this was about 2 years ago, before I had my current position in my job. We needed to manifest about $1,000 because me and my brother was going to go outside of the country for a vacation. But we only had about a week and a half for us to manifest the money. So what do? I tried this technique and I asked myself, what would the scene that imply that we already have that money? I told myself, instead of focusing on the money, I can focus on me being in that country, looking at my bank account and seeing that the money is there. So I did that. I imagined myself being in that country, in the famous landmark of that country. And I told my brother, hey, you know what? I'm just going to the ATM for a while. I went to the ATM and I saw that my money is there and I felt relieved. Now, this is where people go wrong. I created the scene, I lived in the scene, and I surrendered to the scene. But most people, when they are inspired to take action, they will not do anything. No, when you are inspired to take action, just like when it was with my SP, I still needed to text her back. I still needed to ask her out for a date. I still need to tell her that I love her. Right? Sometimes you might be inspired not to take action, but sometimes you will be inspired to take action. When you are, take that action. So I was inspired. I had a book that I've written for a long time, and I haven't really promoted it. So for the period of 3 to 4 months, I promoted my book to a few of my friends and colleagues. I told her that there is a bundling sale. If you buy one, you're going to get 3. Right? So I did that. I sold it to as many people as I could. And surprisingly, by the end of the month, I was able to manifest exactly the amount of money that I needed. Because I was able to create a scene, and I stayed in the end, and I followed through with it. So that is the most powerful visualization technique that you can apply in your life today. Create the scene implying what you want is already fulfilled. Surrender to it and see it from first person. Focus on that scene and that scene only, and forget everything else, ignore everything else, and just live in that scene. And once you do that, you will be inspired to take action. And the universe is going to conspire and move things for it to make it happen for you, because it has no other choice, because you are living in the vibration of the end result. I hope this inspires you, and if you like this content, please come back tomorrow for more manifesting, mindset, and transformation related content. If you'd like to work with me one-on-one, then there's a link for a discovery call below. It's free. See if you're fit to work with each other, if I can help you in your manifesting journey. Until then, always remember, your mindset creates your reality.